This is Forum in Focus. I'm talking to Jan Holm of Lyse Smart. Jan, you've just given a keynote here at the Broadband Forum meeting. An unusual keynote for the forum because you're actually a utility company in Norway, but much more than that.
Yeah, you're right, and thank you for saying so. I think the audience will be, hopefully, happy with such a different story. The story we were trying to convey is the fact that we are probably much more than just an energy company. I think early on, probably 20 years ago, we realized that we couldn't just be an energy company. So we would start to look into other areas that would naturally fit into the infrastructure and the need of the customers. And I think going back to the early 2000s, they realized that we're in a position that we could start to roll out fiber to all the homes of our region. At that time, a huge investment, and it was probably early days because, I mean, other companies were kind of questioning what are they doing at Lyse. But interesting enough, it started to roll quite quickly, and the adoption curve in the region was fantastic. And the now triple play called Altibox, it's actually in English it would be all in a box. It would be now providing triple play to 60% of all the homes in our region. So the expectation of that business direction was to do 27,000 homes by 2014, and we're now counting 350,000. Nationwide, we're not doing it only in the region anymore. We're doing it basically in the whole of Norway.
It's because you're based in Stavanger in the southwest of the country.
Correct.
But your framework is like the map of Norway.
Yes, it is, and we're actually now covering the whole of Norway in that structure, and that's through really great partnerships. I think it's fair to say they realized that both the business concept and the product itself is so valid that they, instead of trying to develop that themselves, they're adopting it into their respective regions. And it's becoming a very, business-wise, a very good component for other energy companies in Norway.
I think what was really fascinating is how you're taking this even further, though. Now, I know your background is in medical, but tell us a little bit more about the welfare home. That was fascinating. Yeah,
I think that's, I do embrace everything that goes in that area, and I think I'm partly also a former politician, so I think it kind of applies to probably a warm heart for the population, so to say. So combining a development in the market, I mean our market, the European market, and all markets, the fact that there aren't people to take care of elderly people now looking 5, 10, 20 years ahead. So obviously there's going to be two directions. The ones who's going to be institutionalized is going to be the more extreme or more very needed people. And there needs to be a product, an offering, a service to people that do want to stay at home, both from a practical point of view, but also from an ethical point of view. So I think that speaking of smart homes itself, it's not only about facilitating homes with funny stuff to make it very convenient. It's about having a bigger notion, and I think that welfare homes, both from a convenient point of view, of course, practical point of view, but also the fact that we're really taking off a huge burden economically for every county around the world, because this is a huge cost on every local budget.
Yeah, and from the human interest side, I think another point you made was it's keeping the elderly in their own home, their loved homes, for much longer. So there's the financial benefit, but there's the sheer human side.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, there's both aspects. I mean, I'm sure if we ask ourselves, we would never, ever like to be institutionalized. I think that's terrifying. Sometimes I know for elderly people, they'd rather die than go to an institution. So we should take that into account. And this area is something, it's inevitable. I mean, we either do this or we don't. I mean, I can't see why we wouldn't do it. So I think the message that I try to bring across here is we need to understand the real impact of what the smart homes really means. We should move away from the gadget part, putting on one extreme, to really understand this is really have a bigger meaning.
And a critical part of this, which you said yourselves, it was TR69, and in fact is TR69.
Yeah, I mean, luckily we have some clever people in our organisation that really understands the where to go for the best solutions. And I know that it's a format and a standard that has a key role in multiple parts of what we provide. I mean, as I did say in my presentation, we developed a gateway that's going to be in every home, and which is going to be the key communication component in the home. And this format, TR069, is a key component to that gateway. At the same time, it also runs on the platform. So from a data capturing point of view, from a data management point of view, we do see this being key. And I can tell my CTO is very happy with the use of it.
Oh, that's great. So really, I think what's excited the audience today, as much as anything, is that we've talked about the smart home for a long time in a technical sense, but yet you guys are delivering spectacularly. What's next? What else have you got in the pipeline?
I'm sure that it's a long way. I mean, smart homes and smart enable every home and get everyone on board and prepare for the welfare homes and do that in the right way. I think that logically we can make people live home longer today as we speak, as what we're delivering. I'm sure that we're going to see some fantastic opportunities with that itself. I was briefly mentioning in the presentation that we do know that, speaking to doctors, that their anticipation is they could probably do about 25% of consultations via video communication. So clearly there's a lot of opportunities in that area. I think that we're going to see scheduling your doctor, your whatever nurse you need to see on a regular basis, you can do from home. So that is going to be an integrated component into this. I mean, I've been doing some thinking about this, and probably the next. So if home is what we're talking about now, is the next step is probably going to be you and me. So that's probably going to be the next phase, and we see things are coming around. We're going to be monitored ourselves as well. So, but let's wait and see. Let's keep focused on the homes so far.
Okay, well, it's been great to talk to you, and thank you again for coming to talk to the forum today.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you. It's been a privilege coming over, and I could hear from the notion and the question from the audience that was there's some great interest in the area.
Definitely. Thanks again.
Thank you.